So I've been receiving a lot of questions, and this was actually a really requested video in the past week because this is something that I've been talking about a lot on my personal Tumblr. On my Tumblr the other day, a couple days ago, I defined what privilege was and what it meant, and the whole world went crazy at the notion of privilege. For the sake of this conversation, I'm going to put the definition of privilege below my face in a subtitle kind of thing. That is what privilege means. I think it's important that we discuss this and that we mention what privilege is, and I want to make this sort of statement that I think doesn't come across as much on the internet. I'm a very big activist in my day-to-day life. Most of you who follow me know I work with a political campaign at the moment. I'm very much involved in that entire process. I have been my entire life. I come from a family of political scientists. When I speak about privilege, and I don't think this comes across again as well on print as it does when I talk to you in person, I am not saying that you're a bad human being if you are privileged. I am saying that you have an advantage to life. In no way am I saying that your life is easy. What I'm saying when you have privilege is that you don't have a constant roadblock for your sex or your religious views or your physical abilities, which is one that I actually have been enlightened about since I've started talking about privilege on my Tumblr. See, I am a Hispanic woman, okay? By those two things, I am not part of the privileged subgroup. However, because of my pale skin, I do go off as being entirely white, and thus I am treated in a privileged manner. I am also completely, fully physically capable. I don't have any sort of physical handicaps, which is a huge bonus. I am privileged in the sense that I am not bound to a wheelchair. I don't have any illnesses. I don't require any sort of medication to go by my day to day. None of these things make me a bad person. It would be ridiculous to assume that because I have pale skin and because I am able-bodied, I'm a bad person. What I am at is that I have an advantage over those who aren't pale-skinned or able-bodied. I'm not saying that people who do not have pale skin are. I'm saying that society has shown throughout time, and there's just so much math and so much statistics that backs this up that I don't even understand how you can see it in any other way, that they are at a disadvantage. People of color make less money than people of not color, than white people, okay? It's just the way it is. And we're talking about studies that have shown people who have the same educational level, the same, all other things being equal, a white male is going to make way more than a black female, all other things being equal. And that's what privilege is. And it's not a nice topic, and people don't like the word because I don't think they really understand. I'm not saying that life has been handed to you. I'm saying that in your exact circumstance, if you happen to be a white, heterosexual, Protestant, able-bodied male, it would be 1,000 times easier. Your life is easier in society than if you are a black, handicapped, homosexual, Muslim, just woman. It's just, I don't even understand how you can't see that. And that's what privilege is. And in denying your privilege, you are perpetuating racism, sexism, and homophobia. So I hope that's a better definition. I know that this blog is usually very funny, and that's kind of the way I like to keep it. I like to make everything very lighthearted, and that this isn't a particularly comfortable subject for a lot of people, but this video was requested over and over again. So if you're trying to define privilege to someone, hope that this video in some way helped. And if you have any questions, or if you want to talk more about it, or you think that I've ignored some point, please feel free to contact me in any way.